Hi! We're in Cleveland, technically Fairview Park, which is like just outside of Cleveland, at a Discovery Thrift Store, which is an American Cancer Society thrift store. And I'm here because I'm filming a short form video for them. So while this YouTube video is not sponsored, the short form video is. But I figured since I'm here, let's cause a little bit of a ruckus. And by that I mean just look at everything and together as friends. Hi, future Kathleen jumping in here just to remind you that I dropped more Thrift Gremlin shirts today, if you're watching this on the day it's released. So if you're interested in one, and you didn't get one last time, but you want to try and get one this time, kathleenillustrated.co. The link's down below, and I will have more in the future. So don't worry if you're not able to get it this time. Okay, back to the thrifting. And guys, the vintage sweater game, trying to keep myself from having an aneurysm. With the power of God and anime, I think I could do it. You ever seen something so stinking cute? This is gonna be a problem. You want vintage tweed shorts? We got vintage tweed shorts. You want Spano's IGA store? We got Spano's IGA store. One of the coolest things about this specific location, one, it used to be a Blockbuster Video, so it has a certain delicious nostalgic aura that I crave. But two, it has not only women's wear, they got men's wear, not only lovely linens and home goods and paintings and jewelry and shoes, but toys. Could I have just said they have everything? Yeah, that probably would have been easier. Okay, so what am I supposed to do with this information? At this point, I'm starting to think that they're planning clowns because they know I'm coming. And that's good marketing. I've been looking for you. I keep losing my camera. I need to wear you like a skin. Ooh, a pitchfork. I know it's a Halloween decoration, but it kind of goes with my outfit. This is so dumb. I've been looking at every thrift store I can possibly find for Halloween decorations, and none of them are good, except for here. Look at these little placemats. You've been here all along? Gosh, he's so handsome. And he knows it. Look at that smirk. This entire rack is vintage gold. Look at this. Gorgeous wool coat. And it's only 24 bucks for vintage? Jeez Louise. Vintage workwear? That stuff's hard to find and it's really expensive. $8. Hello? I love you, Discovery Shop. Do I need another red boxy sweater vest? No, but this one has squiggly wigglies, so it's kind of it's a totally different thing altogether. Texture. Look at those little guys. 100% wool vintage cardigan, $6. Wool Lacoste sweater, so dapper, for 12 bucks. Don't look. Oh no, the pants. They're so small. Oh, they're pinned. Good. Whoop. Sorry. We put something else on her? I feel kind of bad leaving her naked. That looks so bad. Guys, I must inform you that there is a sheep. There is a sheep. $6. I'm literally in the store alone, but I need to protect this with my life. I only have 7 more minutes until the store actually opens to the public, so let's make the best of it. Why am I nervous? What can I only do when I'm here alone? Cry. No? You can cry whenever you want. Who am I kidding? I'm no stranger to talking to myself in the thrift store while surrounded by strangers. Ooh. Why does this kind of look like a bagu? But it is in fact a bagalini. Okay, while we're browsing, let me just take a quick moment to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, and then we'll come right back. Picture this. You're 2 hours into pawing through the racks at the thrift store. The room starts to shrink. You start feeling a little weird and a little scared. You forgot to eat before thrifting again, didn't you? That's the cardinal rule of thrifting, outside of have fun. But never fear, it won't happen again because you could have fresh, never frozen, delicious meals delivered right to your house from the sponsor of today's video, Factor. Now, I personally love the veggie options at Factor. Could I interest you in a Chipotle spiced potato and pepper bowl? Or perhaps a peanut Buddha bowl? Just kidding, you can't have that one because I'm gonna have that one. Factor now even offers additional items like snacks, smoothies, juices. This is apple beet ginger and it is delicious. That'll help fuel ya while you're on the go. Oh, Sweet ambrosia. Also with Factor, you can rest assured that you're making a sustainable choice as well, as Factor offsets 100% of delivery emissions and sources 100% renewable electricity for their production sites and offices. Awesome. I work from home and my team works on the West Coast, so sometimes it rolls around to be 3 p.m. and I haven't even eaten lunch yet, and suddenly my head's spinning. What do I do? How do I feed myself? Factor has come in so clutch in making sure that I actually get healthful, delicious meals for myself during the week when my mind is occupied with other things. If you'd like to try out Factor, head to factor75.com or click the link below and use the code 50illustrated to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code 50illustrated at factor75.com to get 50% off and free shipping off your first Factor box. Thank you for helping my tummy stay so full and so happy, Factor. Now back to the thrifting. I keep blacking out. There's so much good stuff. Look at this. Vintage cotton. It's like not quite a kimono, but it has the trappings of a kimono-esque print. I think it'll be too small for me, but let's try it. Pretty cool. Oh my gosh, how dreamy is this vintage dress? Somebody definitely just made this in their house. Why do I feel like crying? I was talking to the manager here, Kate. Hi, Kate, if you're watching. And she was saying that since people donate such nice and personal stuff here because it's for a good cause, a lot of times there's like a story connected to the items that are donated. So they'll hear the stories about like, oh, I wore that to this event, or this is the story behind that. I just think that's really sweet. This is kind of cool. That guy? Wow. You guys, I have to show you something. Have you seen him? Now you have. Look at this little cutie patootie hosting apron. Man, I'm not just saying this because, you know, I partner with the American Cancer Society on paid content. I love these thrift stores. You can find just such special stuff, great prices. Look at this fabric. See what I mean? And it just feels good to shop here and be here. It's all for a good cause. And the volunteers that work here are so kind. Oh. For some Jeep branded ballet flats. Don't mind if I do. I don't know, guys. I think these shoes kind of slap. And they're tactical. It's one of those times where I can't tell if it's ugly or cool. Hopefully it's both. So noble. So brave. I kind of want this bag of beads, but only for this real flower craft. What a pretty girl, who also happens to be an empty vessel. Aren't we all? I need to sort. Wow. Right after. Wow. Appreciate this little baby. It's a real watercolor. I can't believe this place. Okay, we've got little truffle mini skirt, floofy swooshy black skirt, brown and white stripey, this little ditty. But most important of all, this rainbow western snap button set. This goes on first. Just come with me. If the jacket fits, it's a good sign. If the jacket fits, it's a good sign. Be cool, be cool. Okay, the pants fit, but they're a little short and a little tight. But you know who they'll be perfect on? This guy fits surprisingly well, though. You're next. I think we should use rosettes as buttons more often. Why are you in here? Okay, since you're already here, let's talk about what I got at the Discovery Thrift Store. I only went to one. Whoa, wasn't there so much amazing stuff at that thrift store? Oh, that was hot. Like I mentioned while we were thrifting, I was doing a sponsored short form video for them. So since I did that, I did have store credit to use to get this stuff. So thank you so much, Discovery Thrift Stores / American Cancer Society. You're just truly the best. And is it too much to say that I love you? So I have it sorted out between stuff, the girly things and the boily things, aka things I got for Gus. Let's just, let's get it out of the way. Okay, that has a smell that I did not smell when I first tried it on. Bit mothball-y. This is a little curly ram gorgeous sweater from the brand Acorn. No, just Acorn. And actually when I posted this in my short form video, one of y'all commented and said that you had an Acorn sweater collection because they're just so good. So if you're looking for a good new sweater brand, search the Acorn on the eBay. You might find something good. It's got the cute rolled neck, some beautiful cabling and knitting details. And I just love how the sheep is just right smack dab in the middle. Center mass ram. And I can't wait to wear this all winter long. Also, I don't have time to style these in like entire outfits this week, but we will try them on. We will try them on. That was $6. It's as is because I think there's a couple little holes in the knit work. Not a big deal to me. Not a big deal to us. While I had this in my cart, the manager walked by and was like, oh, you found the sheep sweater. I was like, I did. Okay, onward with another sweater, but at like a fifth of the size. Isn't this so cute? This is from my little baby niece, who is so fresh to this world. This beautiful handmade cardigan with the lace ribbon closure at the top. Do you see these little flowers? And just wait, it's a set. Yeah, it's a set. Look at this little bonnet. Oh. Calm down. I can't. Also, I need to send this to them like right now or she's gonna outgrow it. Sorry it's taken so long, guys. And to round it out because I couldn't stop myself, this little guy was right next to it. Is there someone out there recreating vintage baby sweaters but in adult sizes? Because if they're not, maybe they should be. Look at the little gathering at the neckline. These are just so beautifully detailed. So gorgeous. $2. Are you guys sure? I had these in my cart and someone did pick them up out of my cart and consider taking them out of my cart. And I would have fought them if they did that. And that would have been my right. And by fight, I would have just said, hey, those are mine. Included in that little care package I'm gonna send is this cute handmade strawberry pot holder, hot pot sitter honor guy because my sister-in-law is known for her strawberry love and I thought she'd like it. Hi, if you're watching, do you like it? Hope so. Okay, what else? Wow, I just got, I think, sweaters. All the sweaters that I could possibly handle. I just love this color palette. It's kind of weird. This miso colored yarn mixed with this saturated burgundy is so cute, but the thing that really got me was these buttons. Look at the little flap. It just feels special. It's that special little detail where you're like, I like you. And Evan Picone is definitely a brand that's pretty common, like at the thrift store, but usually you see it with suits or big coats. And I feel like this is the oldest and also the only knitted cardigan piece by Evan Picone I've ever seen. Evan Pinecone. Is it Evan Picone? We'll never know. How would we ever know? Is it still scalding? Oh, no, that's tolerable. Wait, speaking of fun button closures, we make a departure from the wool sweater cardigan lane for this little button-up overcoats, blousey number 100% tie silk by Marissa Baratelli. There are slight shoulder pads in here. And look at the rosette buttons, I guess. I guess they're technically toggles. I think that's such a fun detail. And I can imagine layering this over like a big fluffy dress and then putting this on top to kind of give it some structure on the torso, but keeping it fun with this bright pattern, the nice shiny texture, and of course the rosettes. And I think this is an example of a very elevated basic, quote unquote. Like you could use just a normal Oxford button-up shirt or even like a flannel for a similar styling option, or you could get something a little more special to give your look a little more personality. I love that. Should we talk about what I got, Gus? Back on my cardigan game. Is this not the most delicious, preppy meets Mr. Rogers-y sweater you ever did see? This is an Izod X Lacoste joint. Beautiful navy with the cream and burgundy stripe. And I'm gonna force him to try it on so you guys can see how cute it is. And you know what? The good thing about me and Gus is that we're relatively the same sized human. Different proportions, but general presence is the same, so I can wear this too. Thanks, me. I think this is my favorite thing I found. This squiggly wiggly ranchero canvasy pearl snap buttonsy 70s set. When I saw this on the mannequin as soon as I walked in, I was like, yup. This is something that you'd see in a curated vintage store for like $400. Look at it. Wouldn't this be such a cool wedding outfit for a groom or a bride, whoever, for anybody? I mean, come on. Just take a moment. Soak it in. Okay, don't soak it in too much. And look at this tag. House of Lords Hip Pocket Rebel Shop. Incredible. That was listed for 14 bucks. And the suit was 24. And the Lacoste sweater, I don't know because I took the tag off. Pretty good. Pretty darn good. Oh, I forgot to show you this. I did pick up the Spanos IGA store workwear shirt. You can call me Johnny. And this isn't usually the type of vibe I go for, the more workwear energy, but it's really hard for me to find button-up shirts that don't bulge open at the chest. And this one fit nicely. So I was like, okay, probably shouldn't walk away from that. Beautiful gift from the thrift gods. $8. $8. Look at the beautiful, I don't know if this is chain stitching. They probably used one of those really cool machines to embroider this. Isn't that great texture? Oh, I love the color too. And I believe that's all the clothing I got, but I did get some homeware as well. Do you think I could walk away from this little guy? No. I love how yellow toned this is. Look at that little face. $19.99 or $89. Can't quite read it, but I think we need to get a slightly bigger frame because she's popping out a little bit of the top. I also learned from y'all that these vintage style frames, this glass won't protect the work from becoming more yellowed. So might want to switch it out for that reason as well. So cool. What a treasure. Speaking of frames, I got this just simple but rounded corner wood guy. I'll probably take the mat out. I forgot. I also got this little tiny tank top. Love a little labyrinth. Who doesn't? $4. And let's end it off on a high note. Chunky taper candles. I like these because they still have the skinny base, so they'll fit in pretty much any candle holder you have, but they're just so chunky and fun. Wait, before I go, I want to show y'all something. Guess who got a freaking Kindle? And this is definitely like a want, not need moment for me because I honestly read most of my books on my phone using the Kindle or Libby app or a 10-year-old iPad that I have that is pretty much only used for reading books. But we're heading to Japan soon, and I really wanted to make sure I had a book on me at all times for those long train rides, and I didn't want to use my phone battery to do that, and I didn't want to lug along a big old iPad, so I found a Kindle on eBay. Now I know they just released new Kindles, like literally last month, and I could have found one of those secondhand, but they're so big. The first e-reader I had was like this big, literally fit in my pocket. It was a Sony something, and I love that thing. So I had to do some digging. I got real kind of into the weeds where I was like, all right, it seems like the smallest Kindle was 6 inches, and the last time they made one of those was in like 2018. It's the 10th generation Paperwhite, and they don't make those anymore, so I have to find one on eBay. And this is what we call making a mindful purchase, when you obsess over all the tiny little details and make sure it's exactly what you want. I also got this cute little case. It's got a little stand and a little guy, but the best part about it, it looks like a composition notebook, and I'm gonna put stickers on it and write my name on it. I'm very happy to have this, although I'm already kind of like, should I have just gotten a mini iPad so that I could read manga and listen to audiobooks and just do it all in one place? But it's just a little too big and the battery doesn't last as long. Oh my gosh, you don't care. I've been reading The Priory of the Orange Tree for like so long. I don't consider myself a slow reader, but I literally just haven't been reading recently, but I'm almost done, 76%. It's pretty good, and I love how the relationships have a lot of nuance, and the main romance storyline is cool and sapphic, which we love. That's my book update. Let me know what you're reading, what you're doing. If you're really snuggling down into the fall season and maybe picking up some crocheting or knitting. I really want to try my hand at crochet again. I think that could get real nasty this winter. Okay, I've been talking too long. I hope you're doing well, hanging in there, and I hope you got a shirt if you wanted a shirt. As a reminder, I will have more, probably like around New Year is when the next drop will happen. Keep an eye out. Thank you so much for your support. Check out the link down below. And I'm gonna go eat a bagel. I hope you get to eat something yummy today. Be good and stinky. And I'll see you soon. Bye.